get after it here tonight.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Dosunmu in at the point guard. And for the Jazz, they've got Filipowski. He's out there with Bailey. And it's Kessler in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So, Craig, when you're in the first game of a back-to-back, how much focus slips into already looking towards the second game?
Well, from a player's perspective, not much. But from the view of a coach, it has to creep in some in terms of making sure you don't overplay your stars.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. Well, Ace Bailey's draft journey was highly scrutinized, and it wasn't just his height. But at the combine, he measured over 2 inches shorter than he'd been listed in college. Rather, his refusal to work out for any team surprised a lot of folks and executives around the league. But it didn't scare off the Jazz, who selected him 5th overall.
Not everyone can shoot like him. Thanks so much for the report, Shams.
And no doubt, one of the more polarizing prospects in this year's rookie class. Bailey makes shots few others can, but he's still adding strength and polish to his all-around game.
That one is no good. And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing.
Pass to Mikhailuk. Here's Filipowski. Bailey with a wide-open look. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Minnesota. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
I briefly spoke with Will Hardy. He was complimentary of his opponent, Anthony Edwards. Coach told me Ant is a special player in terms of his athleticism, skill, and his mindset. He approaches each matchup with an aggressiveness that we need to try and match. Back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. Here's Dosunmu after the basket by Utah. Edwards passes to Reed. And here is Dosunmu. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Love the pass from Reed that time. These guys love playing with him.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Pass to Bailey. Drops in the layup for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Puts it up from 12, and it comes off the front of the rim. Jazz have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. That one doesn't go. Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento. McDaniels passes to Reed. Here's Mikhailuk. Edwards defending. Offensive rebound, and it's in there. Kessler's got his second basket of the night.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to Edwards. Shoots the 3. They get it back. Outside for Randall. Now here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Rising up for the throwdown. Major hops from Edwards.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's Mikhailuk. To the middle. Here's Bailey. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Great use of the screen. That's how you practice it and draw it up.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Outside Edwards. McDaniels outside. Pass to Reed. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. 6 to shoot. Here's Edwards. Edwards with another miss.
Got a decent look at it, but sometimes the shot just doesn't go down.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And here's Randall. Edwards passes to Reed. Takes a 3. Dosunmu shot is off. Jazz leading by 4. Pass to Bailey. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And with his endless length, Ace Bailey's a good option down low.
And Minnesota has possession. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And the Jazz with possession here, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Five to shoot. Three-pointer. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Here is Edwards, following the three-pointer by Utah. Pass to Reed. Here's Dosunmu. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Dosunmu's got 6.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Filipowski with it. He's defended by Randall. The shot by Filipowski, no good. Now here's Dosunmu, defended by Filipowski.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
To the wing right side. Here's Bailey. The rebound by Dosunmu. Timberwolves trail by 4. Randall outside. Down low. McDaniels outside. Over Kessler. Here's Edwards. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 6.
Boy, I love the hustle from Edwards that time. Excellent anticipation on the offensive glass.
Bailey with the ball. He had 37 points last game out. McDaniels right side. Outside Edwards. Now Dosunmu. 6 points for him. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
McDaniels outside. Pass to Edwards. This one for 3. That miss is his 4th this game. He's shooting 3 for 7 from the field. Here's Mikhailuk. Edwards defending. Fires the 3. Trains the three-pointer. And now a 7-point Jazz lead.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Edwards. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Edwards got 8 points.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Here's Mikhailuk. No good with the triple. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Here's Dosunmu. That 3 off the mark.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Filipowski. Still without a basket. Here's Bailey. No good on the three. For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a loss to the Timberwolves. Now, here's Dosunmu. Last game out, he had 14. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Off target from three-point range. Jazz leading by 5. Pass to Mikhailuk. Here's Bailey. Mikhailuk passes to Kessler. Over Randall. The Jazz again can't hit it. Timberwolves trail by 5. McDaniels outside. Pass to Reed. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
At 6'9" and about 260, Naz Reid has the size to make room for himself inside.
Jazz shooting at around 44% in the early goings here. Now Bailey. McDaniels defending. Here's Filipowski, and he can't stop this drought. Another miss. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Changes here. Well, we've seen some defensive wizards among the NBA's freshman class this season. Let's now take a look at the rookie steal leaders. Second, Ace Bailey.
How about the anticipation and really his aggressive mindset defensively? He's always pressuring, always looking for an opportunity to force a turnover.
Yeah, and I think it's a unique talent and instinct he has. I mean, timing out the dribble, seeing the pass before it happens. Really excellent hands when he goes to strip the ball, and I think he's only going to get better.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
Stolen by Kessler. Pass to Bailey. Here's Hendricks, covered by Miller. Here's Sensabaugh. The Jazz again can't hit it. The Timberwolves trail. So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. G.A., how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league. But if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
Here's Kessler. 8 points his last outing. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. Inside, pick off in midair. There's 39 seconds left in the first. Nice ball movement by Utah. And there it is for him. He's got 8.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Out to Miller. Here's Highland. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Here's Bailey. beyond the arc. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Walker Kessler. That's his first foul.
Substitution on the court.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Jazz lead by 3. From Delta Center, back in a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. A scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
We've got Collier. Also Williams out there. And it's Potter in at the 5. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Now here's Williams. From outside, off the mark. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. The Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history, and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought into the little things that takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. Back over to you, Kevin.
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie. Now, here's DiVincenzo. Highland passes to Freeman. Here's Beranger. A free for DiVincenzo. The rebound by Collier. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Potter. Pass to Collier. The Jazz again can't hit it. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. The tray. Highland's shot is good. Highland's got the lead up to 2 now for the Timberwolves.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
And it's Williams with the ball for Utah. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Here's Collier. The Jazz with another miss.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Here is Williams after the basket by Minnesota. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
On the court, squad. All right, fans, get on your feet and make some noise for Keyshawn Cole.
November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Minnesota. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, there's Utah, 8.5 games behind them.
And I think for the Jazz, they've had such a disappointing season. even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
And when you talk about inconsistency, I think a lot of it has to go to the players, because ultimately they're the ones that dictate how they perform. He was licking his chops there. Got a good look.
There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the fore.
Yeah, Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof. That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
Here's Highland trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Hendricks passes to McKyree. Here's Collier. Pass to Bailey. Fades away. That's his 5th miss of the game. He has made 6 of his 11 shots. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Connects from three-point range.
And the three-point shot of DiVincenzo is dangerous. Defense cannot allow him to get airspace from there.
Utah trailing here. Pass to Bailey. The three. That shot misses. Minnesota's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Walker Kessler, he's checked in for the Jazz. Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Here's Collier. Nothing on the board. Pass to Kessler. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. Randall grabs the board. The Timberwolves have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. They set the pick. Shoots from 12. Filipowski grabs the board.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Basket good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
So it's the Timberwolves now. They trail by 1. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
That mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Boy, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
It's good on the putback. Now it's a 3-point Utah lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And Ace Bailey picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Minnesota making a switch.
Jaden McDaniels, Ida Dosunmu.
Here's Dosunmu. He's got 8. Just 5 on the clock. Reed. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. Reed's got his second bucket of the night. And for the Jazz, they're shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Pass to Bailey. Here's Filipowski. There's the screen. To the paint. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Filipowski's got 4 points this quarter.
Looking more confident offensively. I think he's starting to find a groove.
And here is Dosunmu. Jacks up a 3. Here's Reed. And it's Utah with the rebound. Kessler's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Bailey. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Timberwolves trail by 3. For 3, Edwards. The 3 ball from Anthony Edwards.
Edwards, such a terrific athlete. He can stop and pop those in with ease.
Pass to Bailey. To the inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Well, every team goes into the draft looking for finishers like these. Here are the most efficient scorers among this year's rookie class. Second, Ace Bailey.
He's scoring and finishing at a very high level. I mean, playing within himself offensively and being very discerning with his shot selection.
Yeah, you know, it comes down to efficiency for me. I mean, most young guys get excited, want to prove themselves. But he just calmly goes about his business and really does that at a high level. Very impressed by him. Well, he's a really good shooter. Got a good look from medium range, and I think they'll go back to that.
And in the summer of 2022, Greg, the Utah Jazz traded away their franchise cornerstones, Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell.
And that signaled the beginning of their rebuild, but they've overachieved for a couple of seasons now. That ended last year when they really bottomed out.
Edwards, a true scoring machine, and he is relentless. He's lighting it up tonight.
The Jazz shooting at just about an even 40% from the field for the second quarter. Pass to Mikhailuk. Wants to get it to Kessler and does. Utah moving it around. Shot clock at 6. And the 3 ball is good. He's got 13.
That's his 3rd triple of the game. It's the first one in the second quarter.
From 18 feet away, Edwards no good. Utah leading by 3. The rebound by Dosunmu. Minnesota's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Edwards with another miss. Jazz shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Launches a 3, and the Jazz another 3.
Now he's drained 2 threes in each quarter so far.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And with the way he can rise, Edwards able to get that shot off anytime.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Averaging 32 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Here's Mikhailuk. Scoreless thus far. Kessler the screen. To the middle. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
That's good from Kessler. And having a star in Anthony Edwards, Clark, with so much confidence, what kind of impact does that have for the Wolves?
Well, it's huge. I mean, he wants the pressure of carrying the team, and with his outgoing nature and skill set, that mentality, I think, permeates the team and gives it great confidence.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Timberwolves trail by 5. Freeman passes to Dosunmu. Here's Freeman. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Utah shooting 40% from the field. Pass to Mikhailuk. Bailey with the ball. He's got 15.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Clock at 6. The 3. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
1:44 left to play here in the half. Now Dosunmu. 8 points for him. Outside Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. McDaniels outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. McDaniels got his first 3 points of the game. 1:11 left in the first half of basketball. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Nod Reed. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And every season, it seems, Reed takes another step forward in adding to his game, and that's a testament to his strong work ethic.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. Both free throws good from Reed.
When your big man can knock down free throws, that's a bonus for sure.
Here's Mikhailuk. Still yet to score. For 3. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter. And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Kessler, a screen on DiVincenzo. A 3 ball. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Jazz out in front, up 2. We'll see you back here after the break for 3rd quarter basketball.
Hello, everybody. No lack of drama tonight. The Utah Jazz might be taking this one all the way down to the wire.
This has been a display of what we often talk about on this show. Unselfish ball movement usually leads to better shots. Now, I could say this. They're generating a lot of clean looks, guys.
Yeah, it's tough to beat a team that's in sync. Big advantage in the assist column. Check that out. All right, fellas, let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
And looking at the Kings matchup, they don't want to say it, but they are very confident coming into this one. And who can blame them?
They played some good ball this season. Their opponent, not so much.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Timberwolves trail on the court for Minnesota. Out to the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. Edwards is out there with Dosunmu. And it's Reed in at the center filling out the middle. Randall finds Edwards. For the tie, it doesn't go for him. Jazz shooting around 41% on the night. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Anthony Edwards is truly a superstar on the rise. He said, quote, "People forget how young I am. I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just trying to get more efficient as every year goes by." Back to you.
Yep, a star on the rise. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Here's Bailey. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Julius Randle picks one up.
Such a big body to try and contain. Bailey usually gets the benefit.
The Jazz shooting their fifth and sixth free throws of the game.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Guys, strictly in terms of their percentage, their free throw shooting has deteriorated a considerable amount since last season.
And he knocks down the first one. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Outside Edwards. Back to Dosunmu. From past the arc. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Mikhailuk. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Edwards got 5 rebounds tonight. Well, year after year, Clark, we continue to see Anthony Edwards increase his scoring.
Yeah, and I like the fact that his efficiency has gone up as well, Kevin. That's a nice combination, scoring going up and efficiency improving, and that's a problem for sure for the rest of the league.
Utah with the ball, following the 3 by Minnesota. It's up a 3. The Jazz with another miss.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Back to Edwards. Outside, Reed. 6 to shoot. McDaniels, right side. Pass to Dosunmu. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists tonight.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if he's stacking up threes the way he is. I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Here's Filipowski. The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's Bailey. The Jazz with another miss.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight big miss.
Edwards gets to Randall. Edwards looking it over. And he hits the jump shot. Edwards got the lead up to 4 now for the Timberwolves.
Tough guy to stop when he gets it rolling. Edwards always trying to gain momentum.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Back to Dosunmu. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. A shot by McDaniels, no good.
It's not his night, but his teammates that picked him up.
Bailey misses.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 21. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
That's all weight room right there. Edwards powers through the contact for the hoop and the harm.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
I don't think you really can say enough about the work he's put in and the massive strides he's made in his free throw shooting, guys. I mean, his numbers are way up this year.
Free throw good, Edwards.
A superstar-level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skills.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. A chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season. The Timberwolves second.
They're so aware defensively. I mean, an opportunistic group in terms of forcing miscues and getting out in transition. And boy, do they do a great job of taking advantage.
Top of the key, Bailey. Kessler, a screen on McDaniels. From the arc. That's down the hash. Now it's one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
Nice pass by the rookie Bailey. They love seeing Ace set up others.
So it's Minnesota now. A 2-point game. They host the Kings after this game, and that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. Down low. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops from McDaniels.
Guys like McDaniels, who can guard just about any position on the floor, extremely valuable these days.
And McDaniels drops them both. Jazz trail by 4. Pass to Kessler. Here's Bailey. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Reeves got his 5th rebound in this one.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And Reed throws it down.
That's what you want to see. Reed playing big in there.
Jazz have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half with 2 of 8. Mykhailiuk passes to Kessler. Out left to the wing and out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Randall? He's putting up about 14 points a night, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Boy, at 6'4", 225 pounds of twisted cable wire, Edwards is built like a linebacker.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Minnesota?
They're still slashing and attacking the rim, and the defense yet to make the adjustment and keep the ball in front.
And the thing I've seen that I've really been impressed by is they've gotten everybody involved, unselfishly making that extra pass, getting that ball to the right guy at the right time for the good shot.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Pass to Mykhailiuk. Reed against Kessler. Fires the 3. Filipowski passes to Bailey. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jaden McDaniel.
Well, whenever Bailey has it, Ace is looking to score. I love that in a young player.
Utah shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. That free throw good from Bailey. He hits both from the stripe.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Inside, Filipowski goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in. Filipowski's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Dosunmu finds Randall. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And here's Edwards from the arc. Good on the triple. Edwards got 10 points here in the second half. Jazz trail by 7. Here's Mykhailiuk. No scoring in this one. Here's Filipowski. Doesn't go for it. Randall with some nice D. The Timberwolves have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Edwards. Now here's Dosunmu. 14 points for him. Now Bailey. McDaniels defending. Bailey with the ball. 19 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. That one doesn't drop. Minnesota leading by 7. Here's Edwards. Misses off the right iron. Bailey with the ball. Handle on him. Pass to Bailey. Minnesota with the rebound. McDaniel's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Bailey. And here is Dosunmu. 14 points for him. And timeout called by Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
All right, fans, I want everyone here in the arena to get up out of your seats and make some noise for your Jazz Dancers.
Big substitution now for Minnesota. Now we'll check across the NBA the best shooters from the stripe. In the 3rd spot, Anthony Edwards.
I mean, he's not going to miss many foul shots. That's for sure. He is a machine when he gets to the charity stripe.
Over to the wing. Pass to Highland. Outside Edwards. 11 feet away. Utah with the rebound. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Here's Mikhailuk. Edwards defending. Here's the 3. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And what a day on the glass for a guy who's given up a lot of size out on the floor.
Pass to Freeman. Outside Edwards. There's the 3. Filipowski grabs the board. Filipowski's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Filipowski's got 4 points in the quarter.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
To the paint, here's Edwards. Buries it down low. 31 points for Anthony Edwards.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
1:30 left here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Mikhailuk. And a miss there on the triple.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Jazz trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
And 1:01 left in the 3rd. Defended by Filipowski. They set the screen. Highland misses.
I didn't care for his shot selection that time. He needs to let the game come to him a little bit. Just relax, take your time some.
Pass to Hendricks. And it's all evened up. And so it's Highland who brings the ball up for Minnesota. It's Edwards on the wing. He's got 31. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Here's Hendricks for the lead. That shot missing.
That's exactly what you want to see. Your big men playing big. Strong ball.
Tie game in Utah. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Collier the point with Bailey on the wing. And Hendricks in at the 4 spot. That's the group right now for Utah. Here's Collier. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now here's Randall. Pass to Highland. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Now Bailey. Six on the shot clock. Here's Collier. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Down low. Here's Miller. It's good. Now it's a 5-point Minnesota lead.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Utah's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Bailey. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Bailey's got 24 points.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Highland passes to Randall. Just his first attempt. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Randall's got an unorthodox game, but he's got a good, strong upper body, which makes him a very consistent scorer inside.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Pass to Collier. 5 on the clock. He tries for 3. Miller grabs the miss.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is. Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Here's Sensabaugh. Pass to Potter. Over Miller. Potter misses.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Here's Collier following the play by Minnesota to the left side wing. Here's Hendricks. The Jazz again can't hit it. And the Timberwolves with possession. Big stretch here going 10-2. Here's Freeman. Timberwolves passing it around. Sinks the triple. Highlands got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves.
Oh, great ball movement there.
For Utah, they've gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Here's Bailey, and he uses the glass on the layup. Bailey's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Boy, once Ace Bailey gets it going, good luck slowing him down. He can make just about any shot on any type of defender.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.